the Shanita Frequency back with a new video. Let's get into some things, baby. Let's get into some things. How are you guys doing today? I can't go live yet, y'all. I need 50 subscribers. Let's bring that energy through. Alright, I'm going to do another page too. I'm going to try to dedicate my other page to, you know, readings and stuff like that. Intuition. You know, I'm getting better at my intuition, trusting myself even more. I don't think that you can, like, I feel like intuition and trusting yourself, it comes with, it just get better with time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm mastering it at this point. But I do always feel like you can get more and more aware. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you can ever have too much awareness, if that makes sense. But I'm really happy to be doing this. Tapping into my gifts. I hope you guys are choosing yourself and not being tricked out of your positions, not being tricked out of what you are standing on. I feel like standing on business is where a lot of people are at this time. You know, like really just making you know, and keeping your word, right, to yourself. Keeping those promises to yourself is important. Being able to put yourself first is a big deal. For so long, I just been programmed by other people in relationships to put their care and needs first. But what I do realize is that somebody who truly loves you wouldn't want you to forget about yourself, okay? Real love doesn't want you to forget about yourself. Real love will remind you how important it is to love yourself. All right. Oh my God, I'm drinking a ginger ale Schweppes, which is my favorite. You know, I told somebody that and they said, that's for crackheads. And I'm like, what? It's like Canada Dries. But no, I like Schweppes. I don't know why it is. I need to leave them alone. Tomorrow, I'm starting over. You know what I'm saying? I'm really going to try my best to incorporate more vegetables and fruit into my diet. It's like I go on this kick where I'm on point, I'm juicing, and then I just get influenced by negative people and things, you know what I'm saying? And I end up back on the artery clogging foods. So I have to do better with putting my health first and getting around some better influences and maybe cleaning my timeline on my phone. That's something else that has become really, really important to me, is like what I am choosing to follow. What is on my timeline? Like, you may think that stuff don't affect you, but that stuff is programming you. Like, for instance, all this mukbanging and food, like, you gotta cut that stuff off. You will end up being 800 pounds. Okay? With all this food and mukbanging. I don't even know why people like to listen to other people eat. Like, that's weird to me. I don't want to hear the spit in your mouth. I don't know. I don't want to hear you chew. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think it's cute with animals. Now, I do enjoy watching, like, animals eat. But human beings, ugh, you can have it. Anyway, I hope you guys are putting yourself first, loving yourself. We're going to get into a poll tonight. All right. I'm trying to make like, I'm trying to make like 10 videos a day. Okay. Like, I'm in my bag. You know what I'm saying? I just heard this is easy. This is easy peasy. All right. Let's get into it. Now, I am trying to get better with the tarot cards, you know what I'm saying? And I guess the textbook meanings. I don't know. I think that I don't know. God just be telling me like, baby, whatever meaning you bring to that card is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna speak to you and tell you what it is. So don't even stress over that too much. That's why I made my own deck with my own messages. But baby, listen, I got the message. It don't even matter because I got the message, baby. All right, we gonna get into some things. All right, I feel like the energy is all over the place for me. I'm trying to get it together. I'm trying to get more control over my life and my circumstances. I feel like my goal is to help as many people as I can just interpret what they're going through and what they're feeling. For a long time, I don't know, it's not like I was lost, but I was kind of confused for a little bit on what I was experiencing sometimes, and when you waking up and you still got them negative narratives programmed in you, and then the people around you are programmed with their negative narratives and stuff like that. It was a lot. I had really bad anxiety in a way I've never had it when I first came into my awakening. You know what I'm saying? Like, my anxiety became bad. I didn't want to be around nobody. I mean, most of my life, as a child, I was really, really popular. Like, I remember looking at my book and my notebook, and I had like 300 friends, and my grandfather was like, you ain't going to remember half of these people when you become an adult. And I was like, yes, I am, because I'm popular, and people like me, you know what I'm saying? But, he's like, girl, you won't be able to count them friends on one hand. And he ain't tell not one fib, okay? Because, the L word, lying, is a curse word to some people, you know what I'm saying? I grew up being taught that saying lie was a curse word, so I like fibbing better. But anyway, now make me mad. It's gonna be what it is. So, let's get into some things, baby. What's the energy? What's going on with the people? Thank you, Most High. Thank you, Spiritual Team, for your guidance, your love, your participation, and my awareness on waking up. Thank you so much. What do you want me to tell the people? All right. What do we need to tell the folks, the people? What is going on? What do they need to hear? Okay. What do they need to hear? All right. What do the people need to here. All right, let's get into it, baby. And get this set up. Hold on, y'all. Okay, the first card we gonna get is jealousy. Jealousy, all right? Somebody around you is jealous. Hell, they might not even be by you. Jealousy. I keep getting this, all right? Jealousy. Somebody is jealous, baby. They jealous of your gifts, your talents, your light. Oh, they jealous at the way you sip your soda. Okay, they jealous of your essence. They jealous that your childhood was better than theirs. It's just the craziest things, right, that people just be jealous of. Like, just be happy for your life, your journey, your path, right? I just don't understand why people get jealous. It makes no sense, all right? Be grateful for who you are, what you bring to the table. Okay? So we got jealousy, we got travel, okay? Pack a bag. It's time to experience something new. So for a lot of you guys, the travel card is saying that you need to experience some new places, new people, new things, okay? Learn a new language, baby. All right? Go to France and, talk a little French, baby. All right, it's just time for some new. I feel like when I get the travel card, I just envision the Bahamas, the beach, feet up in the sand. You know what I'm saying? I think about the newness, like the smell of air, like smelling new air, going to new restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the new. It's the new. And some of you guys might want to travel somewhere that you love to be. It's still just about leaving where you are and going somewhere else. Something different. Switch it up, right? It's time to pack them bags, baby. And don't take them daggone grocery store bags traveling with you, baby. All right? Don't put them clothes in a trash bag and go to them nice hotels with them trash bags, honey. Get you some nice duffel bags. They ain't gotta be no Louis Vuitton. All right? But you can go to Ross, Macy's somewhere and go get you a nice little travel bag, honey. Don't be ghetto. See where I'm going with it? All right. The next card is narcissistic energy. Listen, that narcissistic energy is at an all-time high. What's wrong, Stinky dude? My puppy. What you doing? All right. Narcissistic energy is at an all-time high. That energy is tugging at some of you guys. Listen, you got to leave it alone. Don't entertain narcissistic energy. If you ignore narcissistic energy, it got to leave, honey. All right, just let them narcissistic people talk to themselves. All right, they gonna try to come back in your energy and manipulate you. You already know the game. And if you don't know the game, baby, you need to learn the game. You need to learn the pattern. I feel like the narcissist is there just for you to, like, how can I put it? I feel like some of you guys might be in narcissistic relationships and you might not even know it. I'm going to give you a tip. One of the signs to knowing if you were a narcissistic person is that they are emotionally unavailable. If you feel like you in a relationship but you are getting no emotional stimulation, that's a really big tip. And I'm not talking about, like, You just didn't get some roses and you used to get roses. Like, I'm talking about unavailable. I'm talking about everything else seems more important than you. Especially if in the beginning with the love bombing and stuff, it was like they were acting like it was all about you. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is you get gifts, but once again, there's no emotional stimulation behind the gifts. Because some of them are really good at giving you gifts, and that's it. All right. We gonna get more into narcissistic energy, but I'm telling you that narcissistic energy is there to make you stronger, and it don't mean that you stay. All right. You definitely choose yourself and exit because it can get really violent. But narcissists are there to show you how strong you are. Because the things that they take you through, if you can survive it, baby, you can survive anything. And honestly, to escape it, you have to be mentally strong because they play so many mind games with you. Another thing, your nervous system is going to tell you too. If you find yourself ruminating, just like you can't get your thoughts and you feel triggered all the time and your anxiety, like that person is 9 times out of 10 a narcissist. If their family is narcissistic, 9 times out of 10, they are narcissistic. Because, like, who raised them, right? It's very rare that, I'm not going to say it's rare, but you got to be careful when somebody was raised by narcissistic people. Especially if they tell you they were narcissistic people. They could be covert and acting like the victim, but the whole time they was triangulating and a part of the drama. You know what I'm saying? So narcissistic energy, I feel like right now is at an all-time high. Valentine's Day is about to come up. They about to buy all them gifts and all that stuff. And listen, the narcissist is trash all the way around. Okay? We ain't even gonna get fully into that. But if you in a narcissistic relationship, you need to get help out of it. Surround yourself with people who love you and can remind you of who you really are, who you were before this person, because they will have you believe in what they want you to believe. And if they are narrating your story all the time, you got to go. It's not going to get any better, and they are never going to change. Never. Never. All right. Next card, we got the now. All right. I feel like earlier I said to myself, I'm living in the now. I'm calling forth the now. Okay, we got the now card. It says your spiritual guides are tapping you to tell you to get into your now energy. Stop reflecting on the past. Your need to worry about the past is keeping you there. When you stay in the past and your head, your spirit follows. Now you're spiritually reattaching to that space and time. You can't be in two places at one time, all right? So that is the now card. You can't be in the past and in the present. I've been there. I know how this stuff feel. All right. I know how I feel to be like afraid that you're gonna make a mistake, so you gotta keep reminding yourself. And that's what I'm saying about ruminating, being stuck in your head, because you don't want to forget this abusive situation. You don't want to forget that this person is abusing you. Like, you trying to listen. I feel like a lot of y'all might be being abused, and some of you not even aware of it, because you so giving, you're so kind, and you know what I'm saying, these people are erasing your memories and lying to you and doing all this stuff. You got to come into the now, and once you get into the now, you need to decide to leave. I feel like a lot of people are being abused, This energy is for the abused. Come into the now. Abuse is verbal. It's a lot of things that are abusive. You got verbal, financial. Somebody buying you something when they get mad, they breaking it. That's financial abuse. You know what I'm saying? It's so many forms of abuse, but we have dumbed abuse down and gotten used to it. Set yourself free by getting in the now and choosing yourself. All right. All right. The next card is fame. Okay, we got fame. It says someone tried to sacrifice you for money and fame. Now that it backfired, the spotlight is on you. Them people tried to sacrifice you, honey, for that little bit of change. I never would understand why somebody would sacrifice somebody for fame and money and stuff. Money is paper. Like, I never would do that to anybody. But people, they want these things they never had. They want to be cool. They want the spotlight. And my whole thing is, don't get in the spotlight if you ain't going to do nothing with it. If you ain't going to do nothing good with that fame and that spotlight, just don't even get in it. Because once you get in it for the wrong reasons, listen, the type of energy that you're going to attract, and because you famous, it's going to be so much of that negative energy. You think you experience negative energy without fame? Wait till you become famous. How that feels. But yeah, someone tried to sacrifice you for money and fame. It didn't work though. Alright? It backfired. Returned back to the sender. Alright? And the spotlight is on you. Now you coming up. Now you coming up, baby. Now that light, you stole it. You see how that worked? You see how that worked, baby? All right. The next card is the GOAT. You got the GOAT card. We got the GOAT card. You're the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Someone is trying to copy your energy, but access is denied. The whole world could be against you, but you still push through. It's a part of all of your destinies to win. And I believe that you have more than one destiny. I believe you got so many destinies over so many lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my belief. But, everybody got their own idea of life and all that stuff, right? But I believe you got multiple destinations. You could do anything. You could end up anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I believe we got multiple destinations. We got small destinations, big destinations, but it's never ending. You know what I'm saying? It's never ending. This thing is never ending. So you the GOAT, baby. You done been here, done this. This ain't nothing. People trying to fool you and make you think that you new at this, but you true to this. You just gotta trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that you the GOAT. You know you've been here and done this a million times. This ain't your first lifetime, baby. You the master of this. They just don't want you to know it. They see that light. They just don't want you to know it. They don't want you to beat them at life. Ain't that sad? I feel like a lot of y'all need to get with yourself and ask yourself if you to go. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your inner being. Let your intuition guide you. You done been here and you done this. They done erased your memory. You know what I'm saying? You've been programmed in these schools and stuff. You the GOAT, baby. You the GOAT. Always been the GOAT. That's why they coming to you. They asking you questions. You the teacher. You the GOAT. Look at this. We got the. It says they are hiding their affiliations, but it will be exposed. They hiding who they talking to, who they dealing with. They acting like they ain't messing with them people who hurt you and attacked you, but they on the low calling them, meeting up, hanging out. You know what I'm saying? They lying. They all affiliated, baby. They all in it together. They playing a game with you. You know what I'm saying? They all sitting back and laughing. They all act like they don't talk no more and they fell out. They communicating through one person. You know what I'm saying? It's like one person is the pigeon carrier. So they don't have to still hang out, like they used to, because they don't even like each other, right? Your enemies don't even like each other. So what they doing is they fell out because they don't like each other. Okay? But at the same time, the common dislike is for you. And so they got this one person that everybody talks to give updates and messages and stuff like that. They phony. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting. They phony. A lot of y'all got some phony people acting like they don't deal with each other no more. And they do. It's a little distance, but they finding little channels and ways to talk to each other without it being obvious and direct. They think you stupid, but they stupid. Okay. Damn idiots. Okay. It say my coochie stay smelling good and it's wet. Some of y'all ready to go. All right. Some of y'all is taking care of your girl, your yoni. You know what I'm saying? You ready for some action. All right. Now, I ain't saying that you didn't wash it every day in that last relationship, but you washing it more than one day now. Okay, you washing it more than once a day now that the right person is coming along. See where I'm going with it? Extra fresh. Every time you go to the bathroom, you want to jump in the shower. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You know, because you want to stay ready. You want to stay ready, baby, in that thing, and you drinking your okra water. Okay? That person make you feel like you want it extra clean for them. Like they make you feel that wonderful and good that you don't even want no pee smell. You going to pee and you wiping down with the wipes. You know what I'm saying? You want that thing extra good for your boo. Okay, that old person, they ain't make you feel that way. All right, they might get a hard day at the work. You might just wipe down. Nah, this new one, you up in the tubby dump where they come over. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, the next call we got is Judgment Day. Okay, let's get into it. It say you called judgment and now there's a price for the ops to pay. Your enemies are being judged for the crap they have done to you. It is time for judgment, baby. Alright, they thought they had got away with all that stuff because you forgave them. Alright, but the Creator said, I ain't forgave you though. You forgot about me. See where I'm going with it? You didn't call judgment. You even tried to take the judgment back. You felt so bad for him. Because you knew once that daggone judgment was coming, all heck was about to break loose. Okay, but it's too late, baby. You done called it. You done called 911 and 311. Get up or get down. 911 is a joke in your town. All right, Judgment Day is here for your ops, baby. Some of them enjoy being your ops. Some of them like pain. All right. Some of them like pain. Okay. It says light a blue or purple candle. So some of y'all need to light a blue or purple candle. Okay. Blue. I feel like blue is for happiness. And because blue makes me feel happy when I burn it. I don't know. I just think about the ocean and my feet twinkling in the water. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like purple is for royalty. Okay. And if you are a Sag or a Pisces, purple candles activate you. If you are a Sag and a Pisces, blue. Also, blue and purple candles are good for these two signs. Okay. So light a blue or purple candle. Let's get into some things. Let's pull from the bottom. Okay, but before that, this popped out. It say protect your frequency. Someone is pulling on your frequency, but it's yours. Okay, so someone is trying to pull on your. Someone is trying to pull on your frequency. Let's see what we got on the bottom here. Okay, we got not a part of the plan, honey. They wasn't a part of the plan. They wasn't a part of the plan. You know they wasn't part of the plan. They wasn't even supposed to be with you. You wasn't supposed to be messing with them. And look at you, okay? Trying to bring them along and they ain't ready. Okay, it says release them or that thing you do that is not a part of the plan. Stick to the plan before you have to reroute completely. Okay, something or someone may not be a part of the plan, and that's why you feel out of balance and off track. Okay, so and the swaps is here. All right, but anyway. So they not a part of the plan, or that thing you're doing is not a part of the plan. That's why it's not falling. That's why it's not falling into play. You know what I'm saying? That's why it don't feel right. That's why it don't fit. It's like a puzzle piece you trying to make fit. It's just not going to fit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a part of the plan. You got to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, okay? You got to stick to the plan. Come on. I know you got ADHD and all that, but you won't have to focus, baby. Okay, when I feel like I can't focus and I'm all over the place, I take a nap. Naps are good for you, especially if you over 35. A good old nap. All right, 15 minutes. It ain't got to be that long. Will reset and get you back on track. Okay, so think about taking some naps, y'all. Try to put naps into your routine. It'll keep you focused. Okay, I feel like a lot of you guys are losing focus, even though it's the beginning of the year. And you know that first couple of days you pump, you know what I'm saying? But now it's what, 2 weeks into it? You gotta stick to the plan. Come on, listen to some inspirational music. Get around some people that inspire you. Do some inspiring things. You know what I'm saying? Write your plans out again so you can get back into that feeling and that motion that you was in the beginning of the year. Remind yourself of your goals, you know what I'm saying? And get around people who got like-mindedness, you know what I'm saying? So that your conversations can even be reminding you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we having these conversations with people and they calling us with their problems and all that stuff. And now your mind is on that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to get around people who want to talk about the things that you need to be talking about. Okay? No shade. It's okay to have conversations and help people, but you can't let that overwrite your program. All right? Stick to the plan. It's not a part of the plan, baby. Let it go. Okay? We also got at the bottom, those addictions don't belong to you. Send those addictions back to the sender. We got a perk 30 on there, all right? Send them daggone addictions back. They ain't yours. You know you wasn't watching all that porn and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't doing all that stuff. You wasn't sleeping around and having threesomes and all this mess and drinking and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can come through our DNA too. We can get our grandparents and mama and daddy addictions. These addictions don't belong to you, baby. You are chosen. You don't have addictions. The only addiction you have is the being a better person, ascending and leading the pack. All right, that's the only thing you should be addicted to, baby. Sorry to tell you, but those addictions are distractions. They are not a part of the plan. Okay, because you are the goat. Okay, you are the goat. You done been here. You done that. Okay, and you gotta let them jealous people go because they not part of the plan. All right, you gotta get away from that narcissistic energy because that's not a part of the plan. All right, see where I'm going with it, and get rid of them people who are hiding their affiliations. All right. Ask the creator, ask your spiritual team to let you know to expose them people who are hiding. All right? Cloaked and uncloaked. All right, it's a mindful. We got the mindful card. Don't be careful, be mindful, ho. All right, pay attention, focus, take notes, listen carefully, get the picture. Okay, be mindful of the people that you are entertaining. Be mindful of the things that you're saying. Be mindful of the things that you're doing. I'm getting be mindful of how when people do things for you, okay, remind yourself of who they were before they did them things. Because a lot of people like to do things for you to make you forget who they are. So be mindful of who people really are outside of the things that they do for you or that they're trying to do for you, okay? Because manipulation is at an all-time high. Manipulation is at an all-time high because it's the beginning of the year and people have kicked people out of their energy and people are trying to bounce right back in. So manipulation is, in my opinion, is at an all-time high. Then you got Valentine's Day coming up. You know what I'm saying? You got this love energy coming up, and the narcissist is, listen, at an all-time high. All right, don't let people use them holidays and them gifts and that stuff to manipulate you. Be mindful, okay, and stick to the plan. Ain't gonna tell you again. All right. Stick to the plan. Let's see how many pull. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We're going to do 2 more cards tonight. I usually do 12, but we're going to do 16 cards tonight. All right. What else do the people need to know, baby? Bring it out, baby. Bring it out. Okay, brave face. Okay, we got the brave face card. Give yourself full attention at this time. You need you. You're more than enough. You're beautiful inside and out. You're worthy of real love. Okay. Uh, brave face is your best. Okay. Hold on. What is? It's time to deal with the real issue. Okay. Brave face is the best card. Your brave face is your best card in your deck, but it's time to deal with the real issue. You got to deal with the real issues. You've been putting on that fake brave face deep down inside. Your face ain't matching what you feel, okay? What you feel in your face is 2 different things, okay? That means you pretending, baby. Okay, and the more you pretend, the more delusional you become. All right, so it's nothing wrong with putting on your brave face, but you're going to have to wear your real face at some point. Okay, so that you can really become aligned with your true feelings. All right, so nothing wrong with putting your poker face on when you're going out here into this world. You know what I'm saying? You can't let your enemies know what's going on with you. But when you sit by yourself, you need to deal with the real issues so that that face, that smile that you wear can be real. Okay? Because the creator, your inner being, you know what I'm saying? Your ancestors, they want you to be happy. And I know that you want to be happy. But you got to align with that happiness. You can't be happy unless you align it with the things that make you happy. And you can't change nobody. All right. We're going to do one more card. Here we go. Yes. Whatever it is. Yes. All right. The answer is yes. All right. You know what it is. You had this question in your mind. You've been asking this question. The answer is yes. It's yes, baby. Is it time to leave that relationship? Yes. Is he cheating? Yes. All right. Is he down low? Yes. Okay. Come on. You know the answer. It's yes. All right. Love you guys. I hope that you're keeping your energy good. All right. We're going to get into some things. I'm about to create a whole nother deck. We're going to get into the Labyrinth deck. This is my first deck. All right. My first tarot deck. So we're going to get into that. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Keep your energy good. Keep your energy clean. Wash your behind. All right. Don't be out here in the spiritual funky. All right. Wash your behind, honey. Some of y'all ain't washed your behind. Y'all done let these people stress you out. And also remember that all of this is just an illusion, baby. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? If it don't bring you fun and happiness, kick it out. And stay independent. I don't know who needs to hear that. Stay independent. Don't give up your independence for nobody. Okay? The moment you give up your independence is the moment you are going into hell. Alright? Because you're going to have to live in somebody else's ego when you have to financially depend on somebody. So stay independent. Okay, loving yourself. Take their money. Alright, and use it as an extra coinage, baby. Alright, I ain't saying don't take the coin. But what I'm saying is definitely have your own coin. Because I didn't experience that too. You don't want none of that. Alright? That is a trap, baby, that you do not want to get stuck in. Alright? I'm coming back, y'all. Alright? Next video. Let's get it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it, baby. Have a good night, y'all.